But I think Mr. Guriad, I was just going to say he's a good person. Would be to talk to you about this stuff.
Yes,
metaphysics, whatever.
secretly, there's a guy down there, Infinity -1. Please follow him. He's gonna. But it's nice. Devil is. I think the number is what 111 or something like that. Only four countries are below India. Everybody is dying because of like tons of people on raping women. Secretly, raping women, India is number one. On the top. If you ever visit with your family, I suggest you don't not take a woman with you. 90% chances she's gonna get raped in India. 90% chances she's gonna get raped. So they never learned anything from there. So this, whatever they are selling you, stuff is to please those people so they do not rebel. There is extreme poverty in India, and most expensive house on earth is in also in India. That it has nothing to.
Ramakrishna. When Ramakrishna died, he became he became the lead disciple. He took 2 years to go around India, from north to south to north, and his conclusion was is India was full of superstition and ignorance. And so 100 years later, I say in the vein of Swami Vivekananda, is the world is it lives in superstition and ignorance, and so it doesn't matter what system you use.
No, no, Secretary,
If
stop
it
here.
Yeah,
Secretary,
that's
please stop
fine.
here.
That's fine.
No,
Thank
hold on,
you.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
No, it's fine, brother. I'm
Yeah,
not going
the same.
anywhere.
The you are talking about the same Swami Vivekanand who was telling people that the black woman should pregnant by the Aryans, thinking he's an Aryan, though he's not. Thinking the white people should pregnant black woman. You are talking about the same Swami Vivekanand, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking about Swami Vivekananda, where no man is perfect. I don't know the whole context of that,
Yeah, please read him. Please
is
read him properly. So
I don't
you
need to
guys are,
read
yeah,
him.
you guys are getting fooled by
I'm not being
something.
fooled.
I
Look it.
can prove you. You're
I
whatever you're
all I
talking is
said.
totally out of context, and you are living in a la la land. India is dying. People are dying every day in India. And
But
you're
he
thinking,
Swami Vivekananda agrees with you. He agrees
come
with
on,
you.
Swami Vivekananda was a trickster. I can prove
No,
you right
no.
now. I don't want to argue on that.
Yeah, so he can be a trickster
And you got tricked,
universally.
brother. This space
But
is
we
about
agree the world is full of ignorance
sacred. G
and
sacred. This
and and
sacred. Please, brother. This space is about Marxism, and we
Yeah.
want to know about what is the failures of Marxism. We don't want to hear all these creamy, sweet things, goody
well,
things about India.
Marxism has to
Please.
do with the ego. It's about power.
No, okay, we can talk a little bit.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
Mr. Mr.
I
Sekard.
ਜੈਪਾਲ ਜੀ ਹਰ ਵਾਰੀ ਆ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਸਪੇਸ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਗੁਰਜਾਤ ਭਾਈ ਨਾਲ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਓ
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ ਸਕੈਮਜ ਭਾਈ
I,
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੱਖ ਲਓ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ
I have
ਮਿਸਟਰ
one
ਸੈਕਰਡ
quick
ਡੋਨਟ ਗੋ
question, so I'll keep it short for a second. Sacred, you mentioned that within the Dharma, they whoever choose a specific duty, whether it's cleaning or um, whether becoming a doctor. So my question is, and then you said that that's for the betterment of the humanity, serving the fellow brothers. My question is very specific regarding Devdasis. They are about 450,000 of them in India serving the Mandars and their fellow companions in the Mandars, and also sometimes they go out and serve the community as well. Where do you think they will end up? Would they end up in heaven or in hell, or would they get
Yeah, well,
their
that's
mokta?
well, that's the universal question, and what my conclusion is very simple, is that first of all religions, all spiritual texts leads to the universal statement that you are immortal. So the real question that people should be reminding themselves and focusing on is and the philosophical question that Plato asked is philosophy is the preparation for death. Now, getting back to all the religions, the Abrahamic religions that believe in a heaven or hell. And when I talked to them about that, I said, well, that's just another form of reincarnation. The Buddhists, the Hindus, Jainism is reincarnation. In Hindu scripture, there are two. Well, there's two branches. One is the Buddhist, is you just keep coming back life after life. But the Hindus offer a way off is through mukti and moksha, is is uh, and the moksha is liberation, which means this is your final cycle. If you want this to be the final time that you come back, is the question is why wouldn't I want to come back? And Buddha answers that, which we all know: life is full of pain and suffering. When one self realizes and one is in lives in the abode of God, not by just word, but by and not by thought, but just by being what a sage or a real person who a real individual walking a Sanata Dharma and doing the four yogas and just being working from the original I, which is Rami Markish says is realizing that self realization. Well, all else is secondary. You don't. So to answer your question, I don't know what I what I one of the teachings though is that if mukti and mokta and moksha is real, is everyone will achieve that at some point in their eternity. The question is how many more cycles of suffering do you have to go through? But where people end up going, I don't know. It could all be just a fabrication. But by living a spiritual life of goodness, beauty, and truth, Satyam, Sudram, Sandram, I believe is that if you live a good life, a beautiful life, a true life, when you die, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I had a good, beautiful, and true life, which is better than most. I'll drop it there.
Yes, I could like let's give some time to Kang Sab and like
ਹਾਂਜੀ
then Guryad as well. Yeah.
ਨੌਨ ਜੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ 'ਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਪਰ
People have been asking me questions,
Sacred,
so
Sacred ji,
I'll be quiet.
thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm just going to talk to them and in our own language. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਪੇਸ ਦਾ ਕਰਕਸ ਤੋੜ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ। ਤੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੱਲ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਬਾਹਮਣਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੋਰਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਛਤਰੀ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਏਡਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਉੱਲੂ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਗੱਲ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ। ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਗੁਰਾਂ ਭਾਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਿਓ ਗੱਲ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੋ ਵੀ ਮੋਕਸ਼ਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ ਵੀ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋਣਾ
ਕਰਦੇ
ਫਿਰ
ਕਰਦੇ
ਫਿਰ ਇਹ illusion ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ when you see yourself in a mirror you see illusion so what's real
ਓਕੇ ਓਕੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਪੁੱਛ ਆਏ
ਗੁਰਜੀਤ ਭਾਈ
ਸੈਕਰੇਟ
ਫੋਲੋ ਵੀ ਕਰਵਾ ਲਓ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਾਈਡ ਤੇ ਖੜ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਦਿਓ ਇਹਨੂੰ 10 15
ਸਾਈਡ
20
ਤੇ ਆ ਜੇ ਤੇ
ਕਲਾਸਾਂ।
ਵਧੀਆ ਆਰਡਰ ਲਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਰੂਮ ਜੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰਨੀ
ਨਹੀਂ
ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ
ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੋ ਅੱਜ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਰ ਇਹਦੀਆਂ 20 ਕੁ
ਹਾਂ
ਕਲਾਸਾਂ ਲਵਾਓ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੱਢੋ
ਸੈਕਰੇਟ
ਬ੍ਰਾਹਮਣਵਾਦ ਚੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ।
yeah so secret like we will figure out few things first if you are not the one of the gullible ignorant you were talking about so if you are or not so we will figure out okay second so Christianity talk about salvation and others so what where you end up in a Hindu Vedic moksha or mukti even you dismiss the mukti at later you put doubt on that I see that and then we will also talk about what is Satyam, what is Sundaram, what is all the words you use and other words. So, what do you mean by them? Like everybody claim that their God is eternal, their religion is eternal, is the right one. These are claims. So, if you are okay to elaborate and establish your statements, we are all ears here and we're ready
Okay,
to
so
listen.
what's the I don't know. This is so.
So,
What's the
what's
first
the
question?
mukti first? You talk about mukti in Hinduism, have a mukti. Where you end up?
Well, okay. Well, it's not the question that I'm still working out. But you see, I'm never going to be able. It's not my role, and it's not my desire to tell anybody that there's a heaven or hell, or there's a mukti or a moksha, or there's a utopia or whatever. Because
But you made a
I can.
statement that Hinduism have a mukti, others don't.
Yes, yes.
How you
Well, in
made a
Hinduism,
statement when you are working out? This proves you are gullible. First of all,
no,
you
no, I'm not
just
gullible.
saying what you listened, and you have
No,
no
no, no,
idea what
no.
you are talking.
I know what I'm talking about
You
because
know,
I've experienced.
then what
Yeah.
are you
Well, what it
figuring out?
is,
If you already know what you are talking about, so you said I'm figuring out. Like,
well, you want to be very careful when you come to spiritual concepts
uh-huh.
because you are always talking about, you're always trying to describe the formless, you're trying to describe that which is formless, without symbol, without boundaries, that is infinite. So but because we only have words, is we want to choose our words, our symbols very, very carefully. What I said was, in Christianity, they have heaven and hell.
Whole
In
Hinduism full of.
Buddhism,
Did you ever read the Vedas and stuff?
I read chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita, verse 20. You
Even
were
that
never
one have a
born.
Goloka and other Loka and like.
You were never born and you never die.
No, tell me one thing from Gita even. So in Gita, is there a concept there is a one super soul, Paramatma, and then there everybody have a soul, all Atmas, and no Atma will ever die. All Atma will are eternal. Everybody's soul is eternal. Is the Gita have this concept? Yes or no?
Yeah, I believe it does. Is that
Okay.
we are
So
eternal.
so the thing
And
is,
yeah,
so
you
these
want to
are
be
so many
careful with the word.
multiple Atmas, multiple souls.
Yeah.
So no matter what, they are gonna live in some kind of space. They need a space. When there are multiple things, they need a
No,
space.
well, no, the Atman is the Brahman.
No, 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 no. You
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah, yeah,
there are souls,
yeah, yeah.
multiple souls.
No, no, no.
So
Yeah. Well,
no, listen me.
is
Do you
yeah, I'm
understand even
listening. So I'm giving you
basic
your answer.
physics? Okay, don't be
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
calm down,
Yeah. Go
calm
ahead.
down.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you understand basic physics? Like when there are multiple souls and they all are staying separated for eternity, and then there is a one supreme soul. I don't know what's the difference between soul because souls never get can be hurt. They have all desire fulfilled and they never die. And so called this Paramatma also have same personality or same properties. There is no difference, by the way. But anyways, where those souls are gonna live?
Where the souls are going to live.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly are not going to live in the body or in the mind.
Oh no, that's fine. Not body. Like where
No
whatever their
body, no
form.
mind.
No, listen me again.
Yeah.
Whatever their form is, still
It's
they're
formless.
gonna
It's
live.
formless.
They're gonna live somewhere. Like
No.
you are
Yeah,
living in
they
your
are.
house.
But it's not that they're going to live somewhere. It's that they never die. That
So
we never
of
die.
course, when they never die, so they are living. They are
No,
staying. They
no.
are somewhere together. Multiple souls,
Not
don't
in
they?
this. Not on this physical gross plane.
Not this realm, this dimension, this paradigm, some other
In
paradigm,
this whatever you want to call it.
some other paradigm,
It's not a paradigm.
some other dimension.
It's you want to call it a dimension? Yeah, I call it. You can call it. It's the ether.
So still either is in space, no?
Ether is like the fifth element to trying to explain
But
this. So
still,
you have the
if it's
material.
an element, element needs some.
You have the four
Listen me,
elements.
listen me.
Yeah,
You are
I'm
not
listening.
listening me. Do you think
I'm
like
listening.
you know more than
I'm
other people, and
listening.
you are not listening my
Uh,
questions?
I'm
Do you think
listening.
I am not
I've
aware
responded.
of what I am talking and
Okay.
what you know? Do you think
So
like that?
what's the question,
So why
brother?
you are
What's the
not
question?
listening my question carefully? I'm
I'm
asking you.
listening.
The elements need some space, something to hold them on
Yeah.
where all these multiple souls are gonna live together or stay together, whatever word you want to use. So,
Right.
like, they need some kind of septial, some kind of mandala where I am. If you want Sanskrit words, you may say, oh, English never can make a justice to Hinduism. So I'm going to use the Sanskrit words. So they need some kind of I am,
ਗੱਲ
some
ਬਾਜੀ
kind of
ਮਾਈਕ ਠੀਕ ਕਰੋ,
mandala.
ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਕੱਟ ਹੋਈ ਆ।
ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੱਕ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਰਹੀ so okay so whatever that mandala or ayam or loka is there some kind of loka
I haven't heard the expression the
So
loka, but
never
what
heard.
ab-
So come to give me English word then. So there is some kind of dimension, some kind of paradigm, some kind of whatever you want to call septial
whatever you want to call it, it's
surrounding.
a symbol. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there must
It's
be, if there
beyond
are multiple
understanding.
souls, there must be something they can stay or they can
See,
live
I
there.
think you're thinking in physical terms.
No,
I
like
think
you are talking, you are
you
using
are
physical
looking.
numbers. When you are souls,
No, I'm not
multiple
using
souls. You said everybody have a soul. These are physical terms.
Okay, well, I didn't say that we all have souls. What I
Yeah,
said
yeah. So
was
this is a
history.
when
Let me
you use
finish. Let me
all,
finish.
when you use
Let
all,
me
so it's bring a
let me say
numbers.
this. No,
It's
no, no.
bring us a
When
number. So
I
these are
said,
physical terms we use in to understand stuff, concepts, multiple.
yeah, I understand that,
Yeah,
but you're still thinking in terms of you're still thinking of terms that are either a subject
but
or an
when
object.
there are
Okay,
multiple
you're
things,
thinking in
that
terms of
applies.
nouns. No, no. Now, the point is, if you're familiar with the Atman and Braham, is they're fractals of the whole, but at the but at the same time, you're part of the whole.
But
It's
when
like
you
you're a
are
drop in
parts,
the
when there
ocean,
are,
but you're
listen to
still
me
the
again,
ocean.
when
Yeah.
there are parts, you said parts, parts. So when there are parts, multiple parts, so still there is some kind of space, isn't it?
In the physical world, yes,
Or even in a whatever, even
but
in a
what
metaphysical world, it's still a space. Your mind, your thoughts are not
yes,
physical,
there is a
but
space. There is a space.
your
There
thoughts
is a
are,
space.
your
You're right.
dream is
You're
not in this physical world. But
yeah,
when you dream, you see
yeah,
yourself walking,
yeah,
sleeping,
yeah,
sitting
yeah.
somewhere,
And
somewhere.
that's why God is in the silence and
No,
in
no, 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 no,
nothingness.
no. Like, tell me, don't run away. So,
God is in the
your
silence
dream,
and
is your
nothingness.
dream physical or metaphysical?
I'm not prepared to answer that.
Yeah, but you are prepared to make a statements
No,
that, oh,
but
Hinduism have a mukti and this and that. So you prove
okay.
yourself to those
I'm
ignorant
not
people.
telling you to.
You're talking
I'm
about
not.
most people are ignorant, so basically gullible. So you prove yourself
Not,
right now.
all I'm suggesting
Mhm.
is that people live
Hmm.
a sacred life, is to look to the sacred, because we certainly are living in a very
Yeah,
profound
this is
time.
subjective. Secret life. Like,
Yeah, it
talk
is
about this
subjective.
Krishna,
It
the
is
guy.
subjective.
Let's
It is
talk
is
about the
it,
Krishna guy in the Gita. So he might be sacred to you. So what he did. So these, first of all, they have a very bad habit, but they celebrate that habit, the gambling. So they did gamble, Pandavas and all. And then in gamble, because those Hindus, they consider, like in Islam and Christianity, they used to consider their woman as a part of their property. That is their property. So they, when they were losing, they put their wife as a property, like a piece of a table or chair or car or money, to gamble, and then they lose it. And now the dharma of that game, dharma mean the code, the law, standard, rule. So dharma of that gamble game was, if you lose something, you lose it. If some who win, if he want to give it, be like a little, I can say, want to give it back to you, is his will. If you don't, you don't have any right. You lose it on your own will. You put it on a stake on your own will. So Pandavas even lose their wife conscious. Don't interrupt me. They deliberately put their wife as a piece of property in that gamble game. And by basically by dharma, by code of that gamble game, they have no right over their property and stuff. They lose it. And now they are asking the other guy, the Duryodhan, that, okay, I know we made a blunder mistake. We lose everything. Can give you a little bit half property. Okay, not half, 5 villages. He said, okay, I'm not giving him. He have a right not to give them back because he win it. And now this Krishna guy, what happened? The war is gonna start. The Gita part starting. And then what happened? So Arjuna said, you know what? It was our mistake. We have no right. It's on to him. If he give us something, or if he don't, we can talk again. If he don't give us something, that's fine because we are wrong here to demanding things back, which we consciously give him to make our choices. And now this egoist Krishna, He arranged this whole thing, big drama, because egoist people, they want to create chaos and stuff like, so they, people think he managed this big event, and he thinks that this guy is starting using his brain. Then he talk him and he hallucinate him, hypnotize him, and talks bullshit from, oh, text says there is some kind of Purusha or Purushotama, nobody knows about him, so it's unknown territory. And this guy claimed that I am that unknown territory. Even he was a dude there. He hypnotized him, and then he told him, don't use your brain, don't use wisdom. Just be a blind slave of me and follow me and attack. So even it was a fight of a dharma by Pandavas, because they have no right, no rule, by any rule they can ask, get those things back. They can just request. And it's up to Duryodhana if he want to give them back or not, because Duryodhana win them. So this Krishna did the dharma, and his ego was so extreme, he created big chaos. So yeah, so where is the compassion there? Compassion, the Arjuna was thinking about, like, okay, let's don't fight, we don't have any right on those things anymore, we've made a blunder, and now we have it's consequences of our own mistakes. Same thing like all other, if you want me to talk about, I will talk about all these Shankaracharya and all these dudes, what, how hypocrite they were, how cruel they were, how vicious they were. You want me to talk, or you want to take your turn now? Go ahead.
The question is, I really don't care if
Yeah, so you did really
what. Let
don't
me
care. So
finish.
it's
Let me
your
finish. Can I
no, I
finish,
got it. It's
please?
your
Can I
personal
finish?
dogma. Live with your personal dogma. Don't make
Let
a
me
public statements.
finish.
I know
Let
you
me make
don't
a. Let
care
me.
because you are already
That's not what. No,
trapped in
can
a
I
delusive
finish my
matrix.
sentence,
So you
please?
are a
Can I?
gullible trapped in a
No, I'm
delusive
not
matrix. So
gullible.
you don't, you can't care.
It's not. No,
Your
it's my
mentality is
concern.
totally slaved. So you
My
cannot care.
concern. My
Gullibles cannot
concern.
care. Slaves,
Okay, go. Yeah.
listen to
You're
me, people who are trapped in a
neither master
matrix,
nor
they
slaves.
cannot care, they have no other option because now they are
Let
lost.
me rephrase. Are you happy that you're not allowing me to say four words?
But you said you
I
don't
see.
care, so you
Well, I
already
didn't
said,
finish the
okay, if I
statement.
have no
I didn't.
answers, I don't
I
care
didn't.
or
I
whatever.
never said that. I
So
said I
you
don't
just
care.
said we have recording on.
Yeah, but I'm not finished, and I
Okay,
wanted to
go ahead,
reword
finish
it.
it.
All right. It is not my concern what other people do or do not do when it comes to their spirituality. My question is, do I show compassion? Do I show forgiveness? Do I show love? Now, you, brother, your question is, do you show compassion? Do you show love? Do you show empathy in every step you take? I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to remind people that you can live a life of forgiveness, of love, of empathy, of compassion, of temperance. That will make a better system.
And that's
Because
what these people are
if you're
doing it.
not doing
Listen to me. You know
virtue,
what
if
these
you're
people
not
are?
do, I
Hold
don't
on,
care what
hold
the
on,
other.
hold on, hold on. You know what these
It's not
people are?
important.
Listen to me. You know that what these
Yeah,
people are trying to do here? Listen me. I'm gonna talk about compassion. Listen me now, because I will forget what you talked before. I have a point there. I need to make it. So here, people mostly. So Brahmins, they were keep fooling people and manipulating them and making them slaves and all kind of stuff. So here, the people sick, they come out of their grave like long ago, and still with the British, like gullible people like you, with the Brahmin conspiracy, and they put all these the communities which are free from Brahmin, this Hindu Varna ashram dharma, they put them under them. These people say, you know what, free us. We want to rule ourselves on, and we will, what you say, forgive you. So we will forgive you. We will forget the past. You guys, your ancestors did lot of like atrocities. Let us live our life on our terms. Let us rule us on our own self. And they are not letting them. They want to keep them under their control. These peoples are ready to forgive them as long as they free them. There is a compassion here. For us, we don't consider what dharma in a Vedi, we call it bullshit. Only one definition in our scripture, Daya is Daya mean, oh, there is only one dharma, that is Daya, compassion. So these people are ready to for compassion. But those people in their insecurity don't want to lose these people because they're using these people as their bodyguard to fight with other countries, but they also rule them and manipulate them. So yeah, there is no compassion in Hinduism at all. Like you learn all stories, any Upanishad, any Vedas, it's all about
There's no compassion
it's
in any
all about
religion.
cunning strategies,
There's no
how to
there's no con-
control people, how
all
to
religion,
control
all
gullibles
religion,
like you. Like you
all
are
religion,
totally their
all
puppet now.
religion, all religion is about control. I'm not
So
here to
yeah,
promote Hinduism.
that you
I'm not here
declare.
to
So why
criticize
you are
Hinduism
talking about here Gita and Krishna?
because I talk about the Bible too.
Yeah, so
I'm
but
talking about
you are maybe
I'm
criticizing
talking about
Bible or whatever, but you are promoting
I'm
this
talking
Gita. You
about
are
things.
promoting this Gita, which is here to
No,
create a chaos.
no, I'm promoting goodness, beauty, and
There is
truth.
no goodness. Show us what goodness is.
What
The
you
you
choose
know
to hear
in
is
Gita,
what
Krishna.
you
You know
choose
what
to
this dude
hear.
Krishna said? Listen me. Did you need to learn? He said, "It's don't blame the Brahmins if they discriminate to you, if they call you untouchable. It's not them. It's me
You've
who
had a
put
lot of
you.
trauma in your
Listen
life.
me.
Eh?
It said it's
You've
me
suffered a lot,
who
man.
give you birth in this
You
varna and who
have
give you birth
you
to
have a lot
Brahmin.
of
So
trauma.
these
You
rules
must
are
be
set by
hurting.
me."
Okay,
Se-
Mr. Sacred,
Sacred, Sacred,
please
we
don't
didn't.
interrupt
Andy.
Japalji,
please
one
don't
second.
interrupt each other.
Sacred, we never suffered anything. We come from the caste basically because of other people are suffering. But we are those good people who try to stop other people's sufferance. So do not try to tell us the trauma. We even give trauma to Brahmins. All right. So
You see yourself as
yes,
different,
we give trauma
and
to even
you live
Brahmins.
in a duality world, and I
Sacred,
understand that, and
sacred,
that's fine.
please let him. Okay. Do you think that Krishna was incarnation of some god?
No,
So you don't believe in that Vishnu concept at all.
no,
So you don't even believe in the book whose
no,
part is Gita.
because you see, I read differently.
I
I don't
understand.
read. Let me finish. Can I finish?
Sacred, sacred.
When I
It's not gonna be
read,
up to you. Hold on. It's not gonna be up to
you
you.
don't know how to read.
Gita is part of some other book. It's not
Yes,
independent book.
I know it is. It's part of the
Okay, so if
Vedas.
you're gonna deny the whole book, gonna just pick one line from the whole book and gonna say it's a good book, go read the whole book, you will understand.
Because the message is there that I don't look for physical manifestations of if there was a real Vishnu or if there was a real Jesus Christ or whatever. Is I look at what the meaning, the symbolism, the pattern of what the light is. So when I read the Bhagavad Gita, I never for a second believed that there was a, or nor did it interest me, or was I curious to find out was there a real battle? Is when I read it, I am Arjan. I am listening to my consciousness, and I'm as and when in the first
Krishna.
chapter, it's about
Okay,
the
one
first
thing.
chapter is about the personal spiritual battle that every person is faced with. That is the lesson. It
Uh,
has nothing to do with an actual battle.
got it. But in Gita, Krishna didn't allow Arjuna to use his consciousness. Arjuna was already making his mind that it was our mistake and let's be get peace, and if we can try once more, whatever results we accept it. Krishna told him, don't use your consciousness concise and just follow what I'm telling you. So he dictated him. So where is that part? Like how you by
Okay, well,
becoming
I've
a
got it for
Arjuna
you.
in a Gita, you can only become a gullible who just follow what is told and can't use his own
No,
consciousness.
that's not what it's
That's
saying.
what
That's
it
not what
happened
it's
in a
saying.
Gita, by the
Well,
way.
no, but that's not
That's
what it's
what it
saying.
happened
Is
in the
because you
Gita. I
don't.
don't know which
That's
Gita you
your
created in your mind.
interpretation.
And another
No,
thing,
but
like I
that's
know
your
because
interpretation.
Bible have this all pseudo theories and Gita
And I
match with
don't
them.
read.
Gita and
I
Bible
don't read.
pseudo theories are same, so that's why
No,
you guys are
no,
liking Gita because it's
no.
talking
First of all,
similar.
No,
supreme
it's
soul
not.
and soul never
No,
die,
no,
heaven
no,
and
no, no, no,
hell.
no, no,
They
no.
call it Loka,
No,
Go Loka, this Loka, what
call it
Loka,
whatever you want.
Vaikuntha.
Again, I'm not pushing a
So yeah,
belief. I'm
like
just
you,
having a
so you
conversation.
have no explanation, no
I
articulate
have an
answer. You
explanation.
cannot establish
Is
anything. At the
Oh,
end, you say, "I don't care what
well,
people think."
I can establish this for you, brother.
I
Is
ask you to
all okay?
establish your
Let me.
mukti first.
I'm going to
You
give
run
you.
away.
I'm going to give
no,
you a
Mr.
proposition. I'm going to
Sacred,
give you.
you said
Can
we are
I? I'm
living
going to
in
finish here.
duality. What do you
Yeah.
mean by that? We are living in
Okay. Okay.
duality, and
All
can you explain
knowledge.
that?
Okay. All.
Duality and illusion. What do you see? Why do you see everything as illusion? So what's
Well,
real?
because when we use our consciousness and we acknowledge we are pure God consciousness, we're talking about, and I'm not saying this as a belief system.
It's God
Just treat it
consciousness.
like
You so
just treat
what
it
you
like.
call
Can
God
you please
consciousness?
be
I just want to
quiet?
clear. So
Can you
before I
just
listen you
please
further,
be
I want to
quiet?
understand what do you mean by God? You
I'm
call
just trying to give you some data points, okay,
yeah,
using
sacred. I will listen
logic.
you. Listen me, sacred. I just want to
Oh,
clear
the
before I
man
listen you
asked me a
further.
question.
No,
The man asked me a question.
sacred. If you cannot explain the terms before you give
I
your
can
lecture,
explain
how
it,
we
but
gonna understand
you're
you?
not quiet. I'm trying to answer the man.
Yeah, first
Yes,
clear the
one
term.
by
No,
one, huh?
I was
sacred,
asking the other
sacred,
man's
sacred.
question.
Please, I'm not. No, I'm not debating you. I'm just want to
No, I'm not
understand when
debating you.
you say God, you mean
You're
consciousness
not
or what?
bright enough. You're not bright enough
No,
to
sacred. I
You
just
you
want
you are telling people
listen
bright
me. You
is
are
not
not
bright.
listening me at all.
Sorry,
I want to
Gurjat bhai,
listen you. Before I
Gurjat
listen
bhai,
you,
one second, one second, one
oh,
second.
can't you
Sacred, you are
explain me the
dumb enough
terms
to
you are
believe
gonna
in a.
use in your discourse? Can't you explain me the terms you are gonna use in your discourse?
Yeah, but
Please.
I would need a
Yeah,
few
I
hours
just
because
want
I
to
have to.
understand by God, what do you mean? You calling consciousness a God or what you are calling God here?
First of all, God is the concept of the word God. The word God is a symbol. All right,
A symbol of what? Consciousness or what?
it's a good night. Can you? That's what I was trying to explain to
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
You don't even understand the metaphysics of language, of words. You don't listen. You're not listening. All knowledge is contained in a single concept. All concepts have conceptual, functional, physical properties. All knowledge is just conceptual. These are just
I ask
concepts.
simple question. What
These are
this
thoughts
symbolic
in the
word
mind.
God you are using for
Uh,
consciousness or something else, some deity or
you're
energy
very
or
ignorant.
whatever? Just tell
You're
us.
very
Straight
ignorant.
answer.
God is pure consciousness.
So God live in a space time.
God is eternal.
But can you establish
There's
consciousness
no
without space
well,
time? If you take the space time out of
because
equation, can you establish
no
consciousness?
nobody in the world, including the scientists, can define consciousness
No, fuck.
because and
This
that
word
is
is so simple to define. Maybe
no,
some
can I
gullibles can.
just finish?
No, no,
The,
no.
the,
If
the,
you okay, so you are
but
talking. Oh,
that's what
you are
the
telling me
I
one
know
thing. Listen
this.
me, listen me. Sacred, sacred,
No,
sacred,
no, I'm
sacred,
not going
sacred.
to listen
You
to you
made your
anymore.
statement already. You give us a
No, I'm
statement.
not going to
Listen
listen
me,
to you anymore.
sacred. Listen, please. You said nobody can define and know. So you have some abstract which have you no idea at all. So people call it God, you are calling it consciousness. So your consciousness have no meaning. You said nobody understand it. So you could have just say the ball or the tattoo or the apple or the pinku or tinku, any sound you can make, and you said nobody understand this what it means. So basically,
That's
you can
not what
call
I
it
said at
Brahmin or
all. That's
anything.
not
So
what I said at all.
listen me,
That's
listen
not what
me.
I said at all. And that you put words in my mouth and you
No, you
continue
said
to
it.
put words.
Nobody know.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay, you have one more
Okay.
minute. Explain it.
Okay.
What consciousness is?
Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
you cannot explain what consciousness is, but you know you have a consciousness. And this is not
So
me who
that's
said
what
this.
Muslims say
Hold
about
on.
their Allah and Christians say about their God.
You know who said this? The leading authority on AI. The leading authority
We
in
are not talking
AI.
about AI here. Like, stick
But
to the
that's the
point.
point. That's the point. Is that they want to make a computer conscious,
Sacred,
but
which
they
leading
can't. They
authority
don't know
on
what
AI?
they
Which
don't know what consciousness is, and that's the
sacred,
problem
which
with
leading
the
authority on
scientists
AI,
right now at
brother?
the empirical data.
Sacred, which leading authority?
So I'm sorry. What's that?
Which leading authority you are talking about?
Noel, he just wrote the book
Who?
Nexus.
Who?
I'm trying to remember his name. I have a
Okay.
problem.
You got a PhD in metaphysics?
I'm reading my dissertation.
Look, the
I'm a little
way you are
tired right
trying to
now.
present like
I'm not
some kind of
presenting
PhD holder
anything.
in metaphysics.
I'm presenting my own
ਭਾਜੀ
synthesis.
ਪੱਲੇ ਕੱਖ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ
That
ਚੈੱਕ
it's
ਕਰਦਾ
better to live. It's better to
ਐਵੇਂ
live in
ਜੋਕਰ
nature.
ਹੈਗਾ ਯਾਰ ਉਤੋਂ you are yes a joker you know you're talking about most people are ignorant
I know most
gullible
people
you
are
are one of
ignorant.
them you just prove it
Yeah, yeah. No.
yeah
The
you
Bhagavad
proved it
Gita said the world's full
everybody
of
is listening to you
ignorance. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. But I know I've read more
okay
books than you.
okay read this book first there's a very beautiful book for you by Mr. Rawat, Role of Gita in the Slavery of India. You will
Well,
understand
yeah.
what
Well,
you are reading.
let me tell you what the
People
story
like
is.
you are gonna bring please brother, I'm listening
Yeah,
to you guys for half an hour, please.
yeah.
And
Is the
people
story
like
about
you guys are,
slavery?
brother, please,
Is the
please,
story about slavery?
please,
Slavery.
please. And people like you are gonna bring that slavery to Europe and US or Canada. And we wanna stop that mental slavery in this beautiful region. Mr. Rawat, Role of Slavery, Role of Gita in Slavery of India. Please read that book before reading Gita.
Everybody's a slave everywhere in the world. Just read
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank
1984.
you.
Read
you know
1984. You're
the
all totalitarians. You're all totalitarians.
okay you know the funny part sacred
Capitalism, Marxism produces slaves. That's what it produces.
you are really fun to listen you know what the funny part let me tell you can you go on a mute for a sec so the funny part is sacred, oh, God is just it's a symbol, but it's something else. Oh, what it is? It's a pure consciousness. We ask what pure. He said nobody understand it. So if nobody understand pure consciousness, so it's
No
also
one
just
can
listen
describe it.
me, listen me, listen me, listen me. Don't please. So you are saying this word consciousness, pure consciousness, is just a symbol. So why you need another symbol to define or elaborate another symbol. So what's wrong with God then? If both are unknown phenomena which you have no idea, and you according to you nobody understand, nobody knows. So why you need to call the God is basically pure
Well,
consciousness,
I
and
know
pure
God though.
consciousness is
I
something
do know God though.
you nobody can understand. So basically both are symbols for you. But you know, consciousness is a linguistic word. It have its meaning. It have
Symbols
its
are
root.
used to communicate. We
But
only
why are
communicate
you
using
talking?
symbols
Why are you interrupting me?
because you don't understand what
No,
symbol
you
is.
have nothing to.
You are
You
using
said you
symbols
cannot
right now.
explain
You
anything. When you
you are
cannot
using
explain
symbols
anything,
right
how
now.
somebody can understand? We ask you what consciousness.
You
You
are
said
using
nobody knows.
symbols right now.
Then you are
You
saying
actually think
you cannot understand. What the hell is this?
you make good symbol salad.
No, you said you are not understanding. And when we ask you what do you mean by God, oh, so you said God means pure consciousness. I said what is pure? Oh, it can never be known. Nobody knows it. And then
Well,
you
you
say we are
certainly
not
don't have a
understanding it.
consciousness.
Wow,
You don't have a consciousness, no,
wow.
so I can tell that. Yeah, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
we are not gullibles.
Sacred, let's hear from you what is symbol. Keep on telling Guryat
A
that
symbol is this. Is in the English language you have 26 letters. Every letter is a symbol. In Sanskrit, you have 50 symbols that make up that make up your words. So each symbol. Being in English, all right, is you have O, D, and G, three symbols. You put those three symbols together, and you get two new symbols called dog and God. So we put a symbol on a object, on a thought. And when we see a physical dog, we can look at it, and it's got four legs. It's got I say dog. I'm thinking of a Shih Tzu. You thinking of a German Shepherd. The other person's thinking of a Labrador. So there more inquiry is required. But we've achieved a piece of knowledge transfer using the word dog, which is a symbol made up of three other symbols. And that symbol is we put on the object, the dog, which is called a. But the symbol is never the actual direct object. For religions, you got the Sunnites, the is the word dog and God doesn't mean anything without the reference. Now, when I speak of God from the Christian perspective, and maybe I thought you guys were Hindu. Maybe I'm in a Sikh room. It doesn't matter. Whatever book you come from, you will argue, or you will not necessarily argue, but you will debate from what your references are. And I'm saying is
So
we have to go beyond that. We have
sacred,
to go. Yeah, go ahead.
sacred. My
Does that
please,
make sense to you? Does that
sacred
make sense?
brother. These are like when we go to like second grade or third grade things you are talking about here. Please go to find some Hindu room and they will tell you.
Well, if I'm going to
You
grade two
ask
level
any
and none of you
sacred,
guys
please,
get it,
please
what does
let
that
me
say
finish.
about you
Let me
guys?
finish. Let me finish.
What
You
does
are
that say
trying
about
to,
you guys?
brother. You are
Yeah.
trying to teach us here A B C D E. That's what making me angry. Like we are expecting more from you. We already heard all this bullshit in the schools. All this you are trying to teach. We came
Well,
through those
well, it
schools.
seems very few people
Sacred,
know
please,
that.
brother, please, please.
Most people think the dog is the dog. They don't know that
Sacred,
there's no dog.
sacred. Whatever you are trying to tell here, we already heard when we were in
Well,
grade
you heard
five,
it, but
six,
it
seven.
doesn't resonate with you, brother.
Please,
Doesn't resonate.
sacred.
Sacred, that's what we were asking. Listen, we understand you can call something dog, or if people choose to call it God or dog earlier. So we were all Christian would be calling, "Hey, God, dog on the sky, save us." I know. But the
Well,
point, listen me,
whatever you
listen me,
think
listen
is,
me, listen me,
yeah.
listen me,
Go
listen me,
ahead.
listen me. We are we that's what we are ask you, what these sounds or these words or this formation of word creating sound, what do you mean by it? You said it means pure consciousness. I said, what do you mean by this word? You use pure consciousness is sound in English. What do you mean by it? And if you don't
I'll tell you
know,
what.
you are
I'll tell you.
just
I'll tell you
you,
what I mean.
yeah, so you said you don't know, nobody knows.
No, I'll tell you what
Oh,
consciousness
okay.
is virtue.
Yeah.
Pure consciousness is virtue. It is
No,
it
for virtue,
pure
no,
consciousness.
listen me. For virtue, we have a specific word which is called
No, no, no,
virtue.
no, 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 no,
For
no. Yes,
virtues, we
but
have a word
virtue.
virtue.
Well, when you exercise virtue, is when you exercise consciousness. When you see a brother
No, when
across
you
the street,
exercise
let me
virtue,
finish.
you exercise
When you
virtue.
exercise,
When you
when you
exercise virtue, you
exercise,
just exercise virtue.
when you exercise virtue, when you act in a virtuous way.
Okay, what
Can
conscious
I
without,
finish?
well, listen me. What conscious without word nessness
Here,
means? First, tell
here.
me.
You don't need any word. When you see
So why
somebody
you use the
that
word?
when you, I'm going to teach you something.
What you
When
gonna
you,
teach me? You said you don't know. Nobody
well,
knows.
I'm
What
going
you
to
gonna
ask
teach
you a
me?
question. No, I'm not going to teach you
You
anything
know,
because you know
sacred.
this.
Let me tell you
When you
what.
see, when
Maybe
you see,
listen. Sacred.
when
Give
you
me a
see
sec.
a starving
Let me tell you
person,
what you
somebody
yeah,
suffering, what do
what you
you
may
do?
have learned in 20, 30s or 40s of your age. We
I'm
learned when we were
67.
10. We learned these things when we
I'm
were 10.
67.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but you
when you
didn't learn
learn this
anything.
conscious and all this bullshit, we learned this in our kindergarten and middle schools. You know.
Is that your favorite word? Bullshit.
Yeah, because
Is that
it's
your favorite
BS.
word?
Else it is?
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
no
It's a
grounding.
deficient.
You have no
I'm very
explanation.
efficient.
What
I have no grounding.
yeah, like of course you said, oh,
Do you know
nobody
I have
understand it.
4,000?
Nobody knows it.
Do you know
That's
how
what
well
Christians
grounded I
talk about
am?
their God. They said nobody knows it. Nobody understand it.
Do you know how well grounded I am? I
we
have the
see it.
nature
We
of
saw it.
light.
We just saw it.
I'm okay. Okay, and I'm sitting
Okay,
under a Buddha tree.
okay,
So
okay, Secretary. Let me ask you
but
one
I
simple question,
Oh,
brother.
yeah, go
Brother,
ahead.
guys, you know
Go
how
ahead.
grounded he is? He's sitting under the Buddha tree. So
Buddha tree.
it's just a species of tree which people give a name Buddha tree. Buddhist. So it could be
Yes.
Ashoka, it could have a other name, Ashoka tree, and other name. But this religious people, Buddhist people, they call it Buddha tree, and he's borrowing the name from another faith and calling it's called Ashoka tree, and maybe before it's called some other tree before Ashoka guy. So it's just a tree. It's just a kind of tree. There is no
Yeah.
Buddha in that tree.
Yeah. Gurjatji, let me ask Sacred
Go
brother
ahead.
one simple question. Sacred, why someone wrote Gita? or why someone said Gita. Whatever the whole thing is, why they have to do it? What was the reason? What was the purpose of Gita?
The purpose of Gita is like anything else is that mankind, humankind, likes to create, and when you're in
Brother,
meditation,
hold on, hold. That means you have zero knowledge of it.
no, no. Well,
Please, please, please stop it. Stop it. Go read Gita again.
why did they
Okay, I
create
will tell you.
Sanskrit?
Hold on.
Why did they create
Gita,
Sanskrit?
Gita Vichar was given by Krishna when Arjuna refused to fight. It was to the whole thing was to convince Arjuna
Were
that there
you
is nothing.
there? Were you
Hold
there?
on, sacred.
Were you there?
Please
Were you
stop
there?
it. Stop, sacred. Stop it. Please. It was to convince Arjuna that there is nothing wrong with the war and killing your own siblings or your own family. Go read it again.
That's not true. That's not true.
Then why Krishna did it?
Because you read literally, you don't read metaphorically. You don't
You
read.
know,
Oh,
you know.
so you are
You don't
refusing
know
the
how to.
Krishna part out of it.
You
No,
read. You read
Kangaji,
So
the
from the third.
interesting
you
part,
You read from the third
sacred, the
person.
interesting
You
part,
don't read from the first person.
no, 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 listen to me, sacred. Interesting part is language is there to read literally. If it's not what literally it means is it's not, you don't need a book, you don't need a Gita.
You
Yeah,
can read any which way you
you
want.
people write stuff on some paper, so other people read it literally and understand what it means. The writing. If you are trying,
That's
so
procedural
this is
knowledge.
the same excuse Muslims say. Oh, it's not the jahir. It's not the what evident meaning of the thing. There are batin. There is some secret. So if
You
something,
know,
listen to me. Don't interrupt me. If something you have to understand with your own mind, you don't need the right letters. You do. If you go in a physics class, mathematics class, and you say it don't mean what these numbers mean or equations or formula means, it means something totally different. You don't need a school. You don't need to learn any language. Language is there to communicate, to pass our thought to other person as articulated as it could be. So if you saying Leo that what language mean is not it means, then I guess we are in a very unfortunate condition right
the
now.
language is sacred, but most people do not understand the structure of language. All right. I just told you, most people don't even know subject, predicate, direct object is the basic grammatical structure of a sentence. They don't know what adverbs are,
we were
adjectives
taught this
are.
Gita Ramana
Well,
stuff even in our schools.
you may be taught, but you don't exercise. I'm not pointing at you personally. Let's just be careful. I'm not trying to put a guilt trip on anybody. All right. I'm
You
just
cannot,
sharing some
but you
knowledge.
definitely in a guilt trip. You know that we know some
But
truth.
you keep
We know
referring
the
at
truth. You cannot put
go
any
ahead.
guilt. It's impossible for you to do that.
Yeah, Gurjadveer ji, 1 second, 1 second. Sacred, one simple question. So you don't think this is the word by some god named Krishna? These are the smart words written by some smart people like me, you, Gurjat, Jaipal, and all those. You don't believe that Krishna was the god Krishna gave this word out there.
See, okay. I don't use the word belief. I wasn't there. Just like I wasn't there when Jesus
So
Christ was
what do you
crucified.
think? What do you
Let
think?
me
As a
finish.
smart
Let me
person, what do you
finish.
think?
I see all writing as a pattern, as a meta pattern, and the meta pattern is very simple. Is it's the same pattern that's used throughout all space and time, where there was never any trade, that the humans instinctively uh, 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 seek a transcendence,
Simple yes and no
Let
is
me
gonna serve
finish.
my purpose.
That seek
Sacred,
oneness with God, oneness where they come, and we
sacred.
have these words like consciousness. We have
Oneness
these
with
words
which
like,
God? Oneness with which God?
but
God
which
Krishna
God
or
is
not?
because there is no which God. There's only one God,
Which
a
one?
universal God,
Which
a
one? The
universal
consciousness?
God.
Consciousness?
A, no, the God that is beyond space and time,
No, no,
that
no,
is
no. But you
beyond
said
form.
before you declare it's a consciousness, pure
Yeah,
consciousness.
well, it is a consciousness.
Can you establish consciousness beyond space
Well, a
time? Can you prove?
consciousness is that
Can
the
you
part that
prove the consciousness? What this word pointing to? can
Well, you know
be
what?
without space time?
That's the last frontier. That you'll find out on your deathbed.
No, we
That
already find out. We know
no, no,
what
you well,
actually beyond
fine.
time space, and it is not
Fine.
consciousness. Let me tell you.
Okay, fine. Okay, so
Yeah,
fine. You'll find your
consciousness
answer.
cannot exist without space time or any phenomenal world.
Yeah.
It's
Well, okay. Well,
impossible.
you'll
It's
get
not by belief we can establish. But can you
no
establish
believe. I
consciousness
agree.
without space time?
Again, what time?
Any kind of
Can,
space time, any
what
phenomenal world,
time?
any time of
Yeah.
space time, any kind
Right.
of phenomenal world. I guess you
Well,
understand
well,
phenomenal world. What
yes.
phenomenal?
Well,
Or
I
any
can
kind
tell
of
you this.
septial world.
What I can tell you is chapter 2, verse 20 is you're never
I
born and
don't
you
care
never
fucking
die.
chapter 2. Tell
Well,
me
you
like
know.
language. We are
Well,
talking about
that's my
language.
conclusion.
Listen me. We are
That's my
talking about
conclusion.
language. Consciousness is the part of word of a
It's
language.
eternal. It's eternal.
No, how you
Consciousness is
establish?
eternal.
No, this is your
Well,
belief.
it's the only
This
word I can
this is
give you
your
is eternal.
belief. Can you establish it's
It's not
eternal?
a
Can you
belief.
prove it?
Well, the fact is that we have the word eternal means that because we have eternal, we
Eternal
can
have a
now have the
definition.
word temporal.
Eternal have a very specific
You
definition.
see, this is where
So
duality
do
comes in.
so do consciousness also have a definition.
This is
No,
where
listen
duality
me. Like eternal. Listen me.
language is stuck in language is stuck in duality
So then whole Gita is
because
bullshit
no, what I'm saying is
because it's a language,
language
isn't it?
is a yeah is a dualistic
So
is
everything that do
duality,
listen me.
and
Everything
that's why
that
you got to go
listen me.
beyond language.
You are telling me everything that guy in that story, that character Krishna talking to Arjuna because he's using language was nonsense.
I'm saying that
Yeah,
language
you said
is
language is like this does not do justice.
knowledge requires it requires duality because
So
for
yeah,
me to say
knowledge, even consciousness require duality. You cannot have a
look,
state of
no
consciousness without duality. Can you
consciousness
prove?
is the
Can you
yeah,
prove that a consciousness can
I
exist
know, but
without duality?
I can prove you're a pain
Yep.
in the ass.
No. Can you
I can
prove
prove
a
you're a pain in the
concept? We
ass.
No,
can
no, no,
open.
no, no. Don't use bad words. One second. Sacred. You are keep on referring to chapter two. That shlok 12. You read shlok 11 or no?
Shloka 20,
Which one?
220, 220, I believe.
220. Did you like you started from shlok 11 or no? Why he was doing that?
Well,
Why
I've
he was
gone
giving
through.
all that gyan?
Uh, Again, is
Please read. Please
well, you
read that.
read it, read it.
Sacred.
Well, I read the whole thing. I read it
Okay,
in
start
context.
from 11.
Yeah, I will
Go
do
to
that later.
20. Listen to me, please. He was trying to tell him that why you are confused. You are thinking that these are my family, these are my brothers, I'm not gonna kill
Mm.
them. Forget about everything. Start from 11, stroke 11, go to 20. You are only
So
referring
tell
to
me the
20.
conclusion. Tell me the conclusion. Tell me
The
what you
whole
want
thing
to
is
tell me.
written to inspire Arjuna to go kill your family.
No,
Conclusion
it's to
is
go.
the Krishna was a very egoistic guy. He just want to serve, fulfill his ego and his control. He was a control freak and
Okay,
he want to
well,
control the situation. That's what he was, a pure
and
dictator. That is the conclusion.
you are entitled to that conclusion,
Yeah,
that
thank you.
belief. You are entitled to that.
Sacred,
But
are you disciple of the Ramna Maharishi? You are talking like as that guys.
there are several yogis and gurus and both living and dead that I listen to and that I meditate on and with my own thinking and my own conclusions.
So you
And
meditate on
again,
people, different gurus and
oh, I
stuff.
meditate. I meditate 1 hour a day. I do Om.
This is just a sound.
Om.
It means nothing.
And yeah,
It
well,
only
the sound.
represents the matrix Maya. It only represents the
But
Maya.
yeah, but I do Om.
Because your whole discourse like as a Ramna Maharishi.
I
He is
do
also living
Om.
in the illusion.
I do Om because it's the syllable of God, and I feel very
You
comfortable.
said, oh, no, which God? Like it's a
No,
syllable of Maya. Do you understand what
it's
it
not a
means?
word.
No,
It's
whatever. It's a
Om.
syllable.
Om is the syllable of God.
No, it is syllable of Maya, the matrix.
No,
We
no,
know
well,
about
well,
it.
no.
It's our
Om.
language. We understand more
My
than you.
reference,
It's our
my
language.
reference, my reality, which is in good intention, is,
It doesn't
when I
matter.
do it,
You know, your
it
good.
does it.
Listen me. How your good intention doesn't matter. Let me tell you. If you are a very nice, fine accountant, you are working for a smuggler. Listen me. Listen me. Who smuggle drugs to the elementary school, and you said, you know what? I am very honest to my job. I do work of 5 people. You are making that bad thing more efficient by promoting it, by doing your honesty in that gang who sell or who serve drugs to elementary school.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, because you are not listening, you are running away. So you want to
I'm
go in
not
your,
interested. I'm
so
not.
you, no, no, no,
What
no,
has
no, no.
this got to do?
You are
What has this got
trying
to
to
do with
go
the
in your
price of
dark
being
nook.
Mumbai?
Huh?
What has this got to do with the price of anything? What are you talking about? Where are you bringing this argument?
Because you don't even know what this om mean, and those meanings cannot be
Yeah,
out of space time.
that's
They are
fine.
Maya.
That's fine. Why do you have to tell me? Why is it in your why is it
Why? You know
in
why?
your
Because you are
mind
sitting
that
in
you
a
want to
public.
teach me
No, no. Why
something?
I have to tell you? Let me tell. You are not talking to in your mind with your own self. You are in a public room. You are misleading people here. So we need to investigate you because
I'm sitting in
no,
my
no, no. You are
garden.
making statement in a public room. There are other people listening. You are
Yeah, well,
misleading them.
they're welcome to share. They
No,
have a
if it's your
hey.
personal thing, keep in your mind.
Do you know I got 8 new
Find a
followers today,
dark
Rain?
nook in your room, home, where you
So
say Om.
I got 8 new
yeah,
followers,
he's
so
here
clearly
just to
some
get the
people like
followers.
it.
Now I
Yeah,
know.
there
Sekhar
you go.
ji, Gurjar bhai ji, 1 second, 1 second. Sekhar, you keep on referring to chapter 2, shlok 20. Can you read it
Yeah.
out for me, please?
No, I'm right here. Is
Sacred, I tell you what
is
happening. So you are talking to people, not even maybe 100 million people, who more than 1 million people have no answer. So those 1 billion gullibles, you will find a big number of followers here because they are listening down there. Those 1 billion of
hey.
gullibles who follow this nonsense of Gita and all this nonsense Vedic stuff. So they need some rescue.
Oh,
So they may be seeing you as a rescue, but you are creating fun of yourself and them too. They
oh.
1 billion people cannot talk to us with little minority.
Okay. So please, brother,
Gurjar bhai,
please,
1 second, 1 second.
please tell me about your God.
Sekhar
Go
ji,
ahead.
20
Yes.
times you refer to chapter 2, shlok 20. Can you read it out for me, please? Every time Gurjad asked you a question, you went directly to that shlok 20. Can you please read it out and then explain it to us?
He read in only English, which is misinterpreted by the Ramana
Don't,
Maharshi.
don't worry, ji, don't worry. Sacred, can you read it out for me? Please. मैं कट लिया रख लिया सामने. You came to the wrong, I think, group. These people are educated enough and aware enough. They know everything. न जायते म्रियते वा कदिचनाय भूतवा भवते वा na bhuama. Go ahead, Sacred. Next line, brother. I read it. First line for you. Sacred brother, I'm waiting for you. You referred a shlok like 20 times here. Every time Gulyat said something and you try to stop him with that shlok. Can you read it out?
ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਧਰੋਂ ਸਾਊਥ ਚੋਂ ਬਾਹਮਣ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨਾ ਥੋੜੇ ਪੜ੍ਹੇ ਲਿਖੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਚੰਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਧਰ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੈਸਟ ਦੇ ਪਲੇਟੋ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਿਆ ਨੀਸ਼ੇ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਲਿਆ ਏਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਫਿਲਾਸਫਰ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਗੀਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਕਸ ਅਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਟੱਫ ਵੇਚੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਉਹ
ਇਹ
ਸ਼ਦਾਈ ਬਣਾਇਆ
ਇਹ
ਇੱਧਰ
ਨਵੇਂ
ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ
ਇਹ ਨਵੇਂ ਫੁੱਦੂ ਛਤਰੀ ਪੈਦਾ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਬਾਹ ਕਰਨਗੇ. Sacred ji, please, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me or no? Every time Gurjat said something and he kept on saying like, oh, chapter 220, 220. ਉਹਨਾਂ
ਗੋਰਿਆਂ
ਨੇ
ਨੇ
ਮਾਰਕਸਿਜ਼ਮ ਤਬਾਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿੱਧਰ ਤੁਰ ਗਏ ਜੀ.
ਗੋਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਹਮਣ ਆ ਸਾਊਥ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਵੈਸਟਰਨ ਫਿਲਾਸਫੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਾਪੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਗੀਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਏਦਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਉਹ ਮਿਸ ਇੰਟਰਪ੍ਰੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਭੈਣ ਚ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿੱਡਾ ਕੁ ਤਗੜਾ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਵਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਭਰ ਦੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਆ, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਜਾਚ ਆ, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੱਲ ਆ। ਫੁੱਦੂ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਰ ਜੋਗੀ ਜਾਗੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਗੋਰੇ ਬੜੇ ਮਗਰ ਲਾਏ ਸ਼ਦਾਈ ਕੀਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ।
ਦੇਖੋ ਭਾਜੀ, ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਈਗੋ ਆ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਡਰਦੀ ਆ ਯਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਮਰ ਜੂੰਗਾ। ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਜਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਨਾ, ਉਹ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਮਰਨਾ ਨੀਗਾ। ਇਹ ਇਹੀ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਕੋਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਦੇ, ਉਹ ਲੋਲੀਪੌਪ ਫੜਾ ਦੇ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵਨਰੇਬਿਲਟੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਭਟਕਣਾ ਨਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀ, ਉਹ ਭਟਕਣਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਟਿਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਝੂਠਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਇਆ ਝੂਠਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ, ਝੂਠਾ ਪ੍ਰਲੋਭਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਨੌਨਸੈਂਸ ਵੀ ਆ। ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਰਹੋਗੇ ਇੰਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ, ਹੁਣ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜਵਾਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ। ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਤੂੰ ਟਰਮ ਜੋ ਮਲਟੀਪਲ ਯੂਜ਼ ਟਰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਤੇ ਮਲਟੀਪਲ, ਸਿੰਗਲ, ਦਿਸ ਐਂਡ ਦੈਟ, 2 4 5, ਥੀਸ ਆਰ ਆਲ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਟਰਮਸ। ਤੂੰ ਟਰਮਾਂ ਉਹ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ, ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸਨੈਸ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਯਾਰ? ਇਹ ਵਰਡ ਇੰਨੀ ਚਿਰ ਦਾ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰੇ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੀ ਆ। ਐਵੇਂ ਮਰੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਬੈਠਾ।
ਉਹੀ ਆ, ਇੱਥੇ ਵੈਭਵ ਸ਼ਰਮਾ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸਨੈਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਦੀ ਮਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿਣੀ ਆ ਉਹ।
ਹਾਂ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਮਰਨਾ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ, ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਾਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਣਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਗੰਦ ਤਾਂ ਵਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਮੂਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦਾ ਸੀਨ ਹੀ ਅਮਿਤਾਭ ਬੱਚਨ, ਉਹ ਕਾਤਲ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਵਿਲਨ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਆਤਮਾ ਮਰਤੀ ਆ ਨਾ ਜਲਤੀ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਹੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਤਸੱਲੀ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ,
ਉਹ
ਨਾ
ਗਜਰਾਜ
ਸਾਨੂੰ
ਭਾਈ,
ਕੋਈ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਉਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤੀ ਕਰ ਬੈਣੀ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤਾੜ ਰਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਪਰੈਸ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਘੜਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਟਕਾ ਕੇ ਬੰਦੇ, ਭੂਆ ਮਾਮੇ ਚਾਚੇ ਤਾਏ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਮਾਰ ਦੇ, ਕੋਈ ਪਰਵਾਹ ਨਾ ਕਰ,
ਤੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਪਾਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਣਾ, ਤੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣਾ।
ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ
ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਮੈਨੀਪੂਲੇਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਅਰਜਨ ਨੂੰ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਾਲ ਦੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਰ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਵਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਰੱਬ ਵਾਂ, ਤੂੰ ਬਸ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਡਿਊਟੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਰਨੀ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਰਮੀ ਧਰਮ ਆ, ਤੂੰ ਡਿਊਟੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ, ਤੂੰ ਬਸ ਆਪਣਾ ਤੀਰ ਕਮਾਨ ਚੁੱਕ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਤੀਰ ਹੀ ਮਾਰਨੇ ਇਕੱਲੇ, ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਲ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸਮੇਂ 'ਚ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ। ਏਦਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੁੱਦੂ ਬਣਾਉਂਦਾ
ਕਰਮ ਵੀ। ਪਰ ਉਹ ਕਰਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ, ਉਹ ਕਰਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੋਈ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਇਰ ਆ, ਇਹ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਈਗੋ ਜੋ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ। ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ
ਹੁਣ ਹੈਂਡ ਵੀ ਰੇਜ਼ ਅੱਗੇ ਕੱਟੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ, ਹੁਣ ਹੈਂਡ ਰੇਜ਼ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਹੁਣ ਏਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਪਰ ਗੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੀ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਹੋਈ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਆਫ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਸੁੱਟਦੇ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਗੀਤਾ ਦਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਵਚਨ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਹੀ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਪੁੱਤਰਾ ਚੁੱਕ ਲੈ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਤੇ ਠੋਕਣੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਤਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਭਰਾ ਲੱਗਦੇ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਮਾਰਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ।
ਔਰ ਨਾਲੇ ਅਗਲਾ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਰੀਅਲਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਯਾਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਗਲਤ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ, ਜੂਏ 'ਚ ਹਾਰੇ, ਗਲਤੀ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਆ, ਸਾਡਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਹੱਕ ਬਣਦਾ ਇਹ 'ਚ। ਉਹ ਤੇ
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਨਾਨੀ ਨੇ ਟੀਚਰਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ।
I would like to ask a favor.
Let's hear it out. That
No,
chapter
I just want to ask. So obviously, I misunderstood. I thought. So most of you are Sikh in here. Am I correct?
We are the people who kill all the bullshit.
Okay. All right. So the question is, if you have a verse, something from your own holy book that you would like to make that you would like me to look at, and that would be great. But
follow Gujarat. He's gonna talk to you that, but I'm not a religious person, brother. Please explain. Okay, please explain it to me. That chapter 2, Shlok 20. You keep on referring, brother.
I will explain it to you in the context of what I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah, I understand, but please read it out and explain it to me.
That is no. I need to give you some more context.
I don't need the context.
Well, I can't explain it more than
you can't even read it. How are you going to explain it to me? The person who read it, who knows that.
The only question is, brother. The only question is.
Okay, let me read it out. Gita in front of me. We will go.
But there's a Bible. It's one of the spiritual texts from a space and time in human history, where they say that you are immortal. That there is more than the body. You have the same thing with Sikhism, with Jainism.
No, we don't have. Islam. But anyways, no, you don't know anything about us. I ask you one question. Sacred.
In your religion.
No. We don't say this. And another thing,
What are you saying?
let me ask you
What
one thing.
happens in your
No, no, no,
religion?
no.
Go ahead.
We
Go
can
ahead.
tell you if we have to, but
ਭਾਜੀ ਇਹ ਹੁਣ ਟਰਾਈ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਹ
uh,
ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਭਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ
ਨਹੀਂ
ਗਲਤੀ
ਇਹ
ਲੱਭਾਂ
ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਧਰਮ ਨੌਨਸੈਂਸ ਹੈ, ਗੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਨੌਨਸੈਂਸ ਹੀ ਹੋਣਾ।
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਨੌਨਸੈਂਸ ਮੈਂ
ਅਹ,
he using these big fake things. Please go read something metaphysics and this and that chapter 220 though you don't, never read it, you have no idea what it is. Yeah, I'm asking you, you kept on referring 220
Well,
220
I'm
the last
referring.
verse is 220.
I'm telling you what it says. You're
sacred, can you
immortal.
give me one answer? What could be the biggest desire of ego? What could be the deepest, final, most highest desire of ego?
Desire.
Look, if ego want to
You
desire
just said
something,
it.
no, no, no.
Well, the biggest desire of ego is the ability to desire.
No, that's
All
one
that's
thing.
all
But
ego
listen
wants.
me, fuck. Desire includes that you desire something. Speak with the
Yeah.
language. Listen me.
It's
Ego.
it's like this.
Okay,
I
listen
want you to
me.
go in.
1 second. Oh,
Yeah.
if it, don't run away. If there is a ego, and ego have desires, but what could be his? If ego get only one option, you have one option to desire. What would ego will desire? Can you answer
I
me?
tell you. I tell you. More desires.
No.
It's like it's yeah.
Ego.
That's
Okay,
it.
here is the situation. Ego already have a more and like more than enough desire. Ego can desire as much as it can. But listen me again. Ego then it says, tell me the highest desire you could have.
And I'm telling you, is the highest desire you
But
can have
okay, so let's talk.
is
Let's go to the more
desire.
desire. Ego want more desires. Why ego want
Yeah.
more desire? What will it desire then?
Because we like attachment.
Okay, so to
Desire leads
what?
to
To
attachment.
what? To
Well,
what?
I,
What could
I
be the highest
desire.
attachment? What could be the highest
Well,
attachment?
yeah, that's personally. Well, the highest power is to rule the world.
Yeah. So then to rule the world, what it need,
Yes.
what
Donald Trump. That you want
no,
to
no,
see the
no.
ego? That's Donald Trump.
Listen me. What it entails to rule. So ego also want to desire the world for few years, 50 years, 100 years, or what?
No, well, some individuals they have a god complex, and their egos want to make them god.
You are going there. Okay. So how long ego want to control and live?
Well, the ego. First of all, the ego doesn't really exist,
No,
but we use it
no,
as
what
a.
the hell? You are talking about ego and now you're dismissing it
Yeah, I'm telling.
altogether. Why you, if
Well, the
something is
ego.
there, something is never there, why are you talking about that thing?
Well, do you always
Can
have a
you answer
desire?
me how long ego would like to live?
The ego wants to live forever.
Hey, there you go. This is the desire of the person ego to live forever, ever, and
Yeah.
the Maya, Suksha Maya, the delusive formless matrix, it give it false promise, come to my trap, and it mislead it from the actual truth. And the people,
But I'm
the
not the
food,
ego.
listen me, ego like this offering which is false, and ego go in that trap because this is for future promise. And people, this is what people, gullible people looking for in different religion, who give me more promising, more
Oh, I don't disagree with you.
convincing thing that I'm not gonna die forever, I'm gonna
Hey,
live
hey,
forever.
hey!
Yeah,
If
that's
you if
what
you
this Gita and that's what all these previous religions.
oh
Any,
well, that's the
listen
way,
me,
brother.
all the
That's
religions.
the way you
Listen, don't cry now.
interpreted
Don't
it.
cry
That's
now. Don't cry.
fine.
Don't cry
I'm
now.
not crying.
No, you are crying. You are almost crying, buddy. Here, we can see, hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Listen to me. All the religions of or the spirituality before the medieval time, any theology, any philosophy, any religion, any spirituality, they all about from starting with the Egyptians to live forever, which is the primary desire of the ego. And this is the false promises are the fooder. And all of you guys, gullible, would like to believe in that, even it's illogical. At the end, you were not able to give me answer when I was asking you where they're gonna live all of them
Yeah.
together. You had no answer there. So you know
because
it's
you're looking.
illogical. You
Well, no,
knew you
because the
knew
answer I
you
gave you
knew
an
it was
answer.
illogical, and
I
then
gave
but
you
you
an
want to
answer.
believe in this illogical and
No, no,
irrational,
no, no. I
nonsensical,
gave you. I
nonsensical
gave you the
idea
answer.
because your ego want to
Hey,
survive.
you know, one day you'll understand. It's
No,
just
I
going to take you
understand. I
a
understand
thousand
more than
lifetimes.
because you know
You don't
what?
understand
No, no, no,
nothing.
no, no,
You
no, 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 no.
understand
I
nothing.
also understand the real behind all these
No,
realities which you are living. Oh,
you just
listen
like
me.
a good
You,
debate.
you
I'm able to
no, no, no,
control
no.
you.
You are who you following. Those fucking people don't even understand the Maya because it was a question to them when the Shankaracharya telling people, people, you guys are considering rope as a snake. Somebody asked him, why it's happening? Why from where this Maya coming and this the delusion coming that we are seeing rope as a snake? He said, I have no idea. Fucking, he don't even know what
Again,
truth. Don't
you,
interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. The truth is much beyond for him. Even he don't understand the matrix either. And if somebody could have asked him, oh, first of all, fuck, let's talk about snake later. Tell me from where the rope come. He would have no answer at all. So he don't know why people seeing rope as a snake. They are just fooling people around, and you are one of those fools. I'm done.
well, I'm happy to be a fool if that makes you happy. Does that make you happy? Are you pleased?
Don't play these things. Don't play. Talk. We are
Okay,
discussing
all
things
right.
here. We are not going,
Well,
oh, you
I am
happy, I
a,
am happy. Nobody is here to happy or make somebody
I'm
sad.
very
We are
happy.
not here
Thank
to
you.
make anybody sad or happy here. We don't have
I
time
can
for
tell
that.
you,
No,
I don't know
for
nothing.
that, you go to some comedy show. For that, you go to some movie. You go outside. You find a joker. Like,
Uh, so
yeah.
who's got?
So you are a comedy here, and we are not. Like, we are still entertaining you. We are still entertaining
Yeah.
you. Like, you have
Oh,
no
I thought I was
answer,
entertaining
no
you.
articulation, nothing. At the end, you dismiss everything. Fucking, you dismiss everything, and still you promoting
Okay.
something. You you dismiss what you are promoting, and still you are promoting. This is the science
Okay.
of
Okay.
gullible
Last
people.
question.
This is the science of gullible people.
Okay.
When they are
Hey.
debunked, they keep promoting same
Okay.
stuff, and this is also
I got.
very very
Okay.
property of ego.
Okay.
Ego keep
So who?
promoting something which is debunked.
Gurjaji, let me
Right.
ask Sekar, why you keep on laughing, brother?
What's that?
Why you keep on laughing?
Because he's
He's,
happy.
he's laughing on his misery. When
No,
Kangbaji, listen,
I'm
when some people are stuck. No, no, it's okay. When some people are stuck and a very bad situation, what they do? When people
Uh,
are in a agony, regret, they laugh. Did you
Gurjat,
guys see that thing?
yeah, let me
okay.
tell you what
Yeah.
कोई नहीं
happened.
हाथ थोड़ा रखो या
Let
Sekar,
me
मूर्ति
just
की
say
तरह
this.
वाला
hold on,
बड़ा
hold
Go
on,
ahead,
hold
brother.
on, hold
Go
on.
ahead, and then I'm going to say
Hold
something.
on,
Go
hold
ahead.
on,
Go
hold on,
ahead.
hold on, hold on. There are a lot of people in the West who are failure, who never got any degree, never achieved anything, and they learn few words from here, there, and then go to other people's spaces, maybe find some brown worshipping people who worship white people, thinking, oh, if it's a white person, he might be educated, he might be knowledgeable. You came to the wrong space, brother. Over here, people, most of the people can speak four languages. You can't
Very
even
nice.
read the language you are trying to preach us in.
That's very nice. Yes, thank you.
So please go find those worshippers. Oh my God, the white God showed up and this and that, brother.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. All right. So I have one last
Next
question, if
time,
you.
go read, go
Okay.
learn Sanskrit, read Gita,
All
then
right.
come back and we will
Yes.
discuss stuff, brother.
Yes. I have one last
Do
question.
some hard work. Do
Okay, I will. Can I have
you
one
got
last
degree in what?
question?
Second, you got degree in what? Job where you work?
Okay. Let me ask you one last question.
I will tell you everything, but first tell me how you are contributing in Canadian society.
Am I what?
How you are contributing in Canadian society.
Well, I
What is
have a
your
very.
contribution to You said you are from Canada, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in Canada right now.
Okay, how you are contributing to the Canadian society? You might have got good education from some University of Toronto or Gulf University, something, isn't it?
Do you want to know something? Just have a high school education.
That's what I'm
I
saying. I
learned this
told
all on
people.
my own.
Yeah,
Okay, so
thank you very
here's the
much.
question.
You keep
Here's
on
the
learning
question.
on your own, but go get degree in
Okay,
Sanskrit.
yeah.
Start reading Gita. Come back and we will discuss everything.
I go through the Gita once or twice a week with the chanting.
High school failure ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੋਰਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਰੁਕ
I'm
ਜਾ
learning
ਯਾਰ
Sanskrit. I'm trying to
sacred
learn
sacred
Sanskrit.
sacred
Okay.
sacred please
Okay. Can I ask one last question?
okay I'll answer everything please
Okay.
mute your
Okay. Let
mic
me ask
please
the question.
mute your mic for 1 second brother please
Yeah.
ਹਾਈ ਸਕੂਲ ਫੇਲੀਅਰ ਗੋਰਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹਿੰਦੂਆਂ ਦੀ ਸਪੇਸ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਗੋਰਾ ਬਾਜੀ ਬਾਜੀ ਦੇਵਤਾ ਜੀ ਆ ਗਏ ਦੇਵਤਾ ਜੀ ਆ ਗਏ ਉਹ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਰੋਂਗ ਸਪੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਉਹਦੀ ਇਹ ਆ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ ਲੱਭਣ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਆ
Like there is a suggestion I sometimes gave a homeless white people. I said, you know what, go to arrange some money, go to India, find some ashram there. They just need a white skin. You just have to sit on their stage, and those scammers gurus there, they will find a lot of gullible people in India who will say, oh, even the white people listening here sitting on a stage, and they will make a lot of money. They give you a nice room, AC room, nice food and nice girls in your room, and you will have a happy life there. You just need to be quiet, say nothing, sit on a stage with your white skin, and then the people will run the business there, and you will have a happy life there.
every half an hour you just keep on saying
Yeah.
om
Oh. Oh, it's oh.
we can be good business partners brother here we can
Okay,
be
so
good
can I
business
ask my
partners
question now? Can I
yeah
ask my
but
question?
it should be very intelligent question not like a sixth grade
Okay, yes.
question okay
Okay. Okay, very good. Uh, One of you guys called me a fool, and I accept that. I am a fool. All right. The question is, who's the bigger fool, me or the who fools who have given me over an hour trying to argue with another fool?
No,
Which
beautiful
is who?
I tell you because
Me or
we got
you?
it, we got it, we
I
got.
don't call you a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
fool.
we
I don't
got it, we
call you a
got it.
fool.
You know what? We
So
were getting
yeah.
bored. So no, listen me. We were getting bored. We use you to get entertainment. So that's it. Yeah, we
Oh,
use
well,
you
hey,
to
you
kill our
No,
read.
time because.
Gurjal bhai, 1 second.
Go ahead.
Let me tell. 1 second,
Let
1 second. ਇਹ
me
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਹੁਣ
entertain
ਸਾਡੇ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਆ
you.
ਗਿਆ ਗੁਰਜੀਤ ਭਾਈ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ second let me tell you a story when used to we work in the farms and everything hard working people and then
Yeah.
there's a person shows up with monkey and we usually group together and watch him for hour 2 hours um, I kept on telling Jayapal that this guy is that because we were talking on Marxism and he started Gita. So we got that kind of mode of entertainment back home. So we said, okay, the monkey showed up and let's watch this show. Ask
Oh,
him.
I
I
don't have
told him 20
monkey.
times that brother, he is that one. He got like high school failure or someone. Let's listen to him.
No, Mr. Secker, you came to our space and start lecturing us. We didn't start it. So
No,
now
it's
you have
fine.
no answers, and it's not
Well, I
our
had an
fault. And
answer. The
stop
question
calling us
is
fool now.
I didn't call
So
you. So you guys called me a fool, and I didn't
no,
call you a fool. I asked who's the bigger fool,
the bigger fool
the
came to our
fool
space.
who knows he's talking with a
No,
fool.
we were entertaining you as we entertain any
Okay.
comedian,
Well,
any show, any
I
crazy
certainly
monkey
was
show. So we were entertaining you
I
as a
was certain.
yeah,
Well, then
yeah.
very
That's it.
good because I
Yeah,
was
of
certainly
course.
entertained, and I appreciate I appreciate you speaking with me and
Thank you.
sharing, and we exchange cultures, and and the bottom line is this is how cultures exchange. I'm just trying to find a universal dialogue to bring people together and to talk about things and to talk about living a sacred life.
But the thing is, when you are learning, you don't know, you don't make statements. So you were making statements here. That shows your arrogance and ignorance and arrogance too. Like when you say, I don't know, I'm understanding, and you are making statements, and this is what stuck people in middle because this is arrogance. If you don't know, you don't make statements.
You are trying to teach those people Gita who already knew Gita. Imagine if I try to teach you in English that you don't know English, you know. But there's a guy in the listener named Trando Shaker. If you follow him, he might help you become a god in India. Like people will start worshiping you, put a mandir on your name and all that. Easy, very easy business. ਜੈਪਾਲ ਜੀ ਕਰਤੀ ਨਾ ਸਪੇਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਤਬਾਹ ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ
ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਵਧੀਆ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਾ ਇੰਨੀ ਕੁ, ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਦਾ। ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੇਦਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੰਤਰ 'ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ, ਇਹ ਚਵਲ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਆ।
ਮੁੜ ਕੇ
ਇਹਦੇ
ਸਾਰਾ
ਇਹ
ਕੁਝ ਝੂਠ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਗੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਝੂਠ ਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ।
ਇਹ ਵੈਬ ਸ਼ਰਮੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਦੀ ਥੋੜਾ ਸਪੇਸ ਆ ਬਈ ਇੱਥੇ, ਤੈਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸਨੈਸ ਤੇ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਕੀ ਆ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸਨੈਸ।
ਜੈਪਾਲ ਜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਉਹ ਦੋ ਤਿੰਨ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਫਲਾਣੀ ਚੈਪਟਰ ਦਾ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵਾਹ ਜੀ ਵਾਹ ਵਾਹ ਵਾਹ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਕਸਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦਾ। ਗੁਰਜਾਤ ਭਾਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਚਾਜ ਖਾਇਆ ਕਰੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਰੰਗ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਚਿੱਟਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਦਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਬਣਨਾ ਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿਤੇ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਣਵਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ। ਜੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੋਚੋ।
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਮਣ ਆਫਰ ਕਰਦੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਨਰਮ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖ ਲਿਆ ਕਰੋ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਲੀਡਰ ਬਣਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਆ ਜਾਓ। ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਉੱਥੇ, ਇਹ ਜੀ ਆਫਰਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ, ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਹੀ ਆਇਆ ਵਾਂ।
ਗੁਰਜਾਤ ਭਾਈ ਚਿੱਟੀ ਚਮੜੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਦਈਆ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਵਾਹ, ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਲਾਇਰ ਬਣਿਆ ਆ। ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਥੇ 10ਵੀਂ 10th ਗ੍ਰੇਡ ਦੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ, ਹਾਈ ਸਕੂਲ ਚੋਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਡ੍ਰੌਪ ਆਊਟ ਕੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਗ੍ਰੇਡ 12 ਇੱਧਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਚੋਰੀ ਨਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਚਾਰ ਇੱਧਰੋਂ ਮੈਟਾਫਿਜ਼ਿਕਸ ਕੁਛ ਮੈਟਾਫਿਜ਼ਿਕਸ ਦੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਓਨੀ ਕੀ ਆ, ਪਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਲੋਕੀ ਵਾਹ ਵਾਹ ਕਰਦੇ, ਉਹ ਵਾਹ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਈਗੋ ਨੂੰ ਪੱਠੇ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਵਾਹ ਜੀ ਵਾਹ ਗੋਰੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ।
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਕੀਲਾਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੰਮ ਆ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਸਾਲਾ ਇਹ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਐਡੇ ਗਧੇ ਆ ਗੋਤੇ, ਇਹ ਐਡਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਫਰਾਡ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਇਹਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਕੀ ਆ, ਹਨਾ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਾਹੇ 'ਚ ਐਡਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਇੰਜੀਨੀਅਰਿੰਗ 'ਚ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਅਪਲਾਈਡ ਸਾਇੰਸ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਖਿੱਦ ਬੱਚਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ LLB ਕਰਵਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ, ਤੇ ਉਹ LLB ਦੇ ਨਾ ਪੇਪਰ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਕਦੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਿਆ, ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਿਆ ਜੀ, ਉਹਨੇ ਜਾਲੀ ਡਿਗਰੀ ਲਈ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੇ ਬਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਕਰਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਦਾ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸਣ ਲੱਗਾ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਇੱਕ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦਾ ਪਿਓ ਵਕੀਲ ਸੀਗਾ, ਕਿਤੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਘਰੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਲਾਇਆ ਵੀ ਬੜਾ ਡੰਮ ਜਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕੀ, ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੱਸਦਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਏਦਾਂ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਆ, ਏਡੇ ਖੋਤੇ ਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਤੋਂ ਲਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਏ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਟਰੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੇਪਰ ਦੇਣੇ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਲੈਣ ਦੀ। ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਘੱਟ ਦੇਣੇ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਸੌਖਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਲੈਣਾ, ਜਿਹਨੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ LLB ਕੀ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਡੇਢੇ ਕੇ ਦੁੱਗਣੇ ਦੇਣੇ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੱਸਣ ਡਿਆ। ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਮੋਰਲ ਵੈਲਿਊਜ਼ ਬਹੁਤ ਡਾਊਨ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀਆਂ, ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੰਦ ਪਾਉਣਾ। ਇਹ ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ, ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਮੌਰਟਗੇਜ ਏਜੰਟ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਲੜਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਚੋਲਾ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਇੰਨੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਲੈ ਲਓ, ਇੰਨੇ ਲੈ ਲਓ, ਹੋਰ ਆ ਉਹ ਉਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ।
ਘਰਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਰਜਿਸਟਰੀਆਂ ਕਰਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ,
ਰਜਿਸਟਰੀਆਂ, ਉਹ ਪੈਸੇ ਬੈਂਕ 'ਚ ਜਮ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਾਉਣੇ ਜਾਂ ਪੇਪਰ ਭਰਨਾ ਵਾ, ਦੈਟਸ ਇਟ, ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਕੰਮ
ਚਾਬੀ
ਕਰਦੇ।
ਚੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਫੜਾਉਣੀ ਆ, ਚਾਬੀ ਚੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਫੜਾਉਣੀ।
ਤੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਪਰ ਇਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਵੀ ਖੁਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਸੌਖਾ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਜੀ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹ LLB ਕਰਦਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਐਡਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ।
ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਾਜ ਭਾਜੀ ਖੁੱਲਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ। ਪਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾ ਟ੍ਰਿਕ ਕੀ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਾ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਗੱਲ ਹੱਥੋਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਈ, ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ, ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਧਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਬਤ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਕੱਖ
ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਰ ਆ, ਪਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਸ਼ਰਤ ਇੱਕ ਵਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨੋ, ਡਿਕਲੇਅਰ ਕਰੋ ਪਬਲਿਕਲੀ ਬੋਗਸ ਆ। ਦੂਜੀ ਗੱਲ, ਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਚੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੁਕਸ ਨਾ ਕੱਢ ਪਾਏ, ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਟਾ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਭੱਜਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ।
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਲੀਨ ਸਲੇਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਆ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਜਿਹਨੇ ਮਨ ਹੁਣ ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ ਇਹ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੀ ਦੇਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ, ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆ ਜਾਣੀ ਆ। ਕਲੀਨ ਸਲੇਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਲੂਗਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਸੋਚ ਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਹਾਰ ਗਿਆ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਡਰੈਗ ਡਾਊਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ।
ਔਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਭਾਜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਵੀ ਕਲੀਨ ਸੈਟ ਵੀ ਬਲਾਈਂਡਲੀ ਬਲੀਵ ਕਰ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਉਹ ਚ ਫਲੋ ਕੱਢਣਾ ਰੈਸ਼ਨਲੀ, ਮਤਲਬ ਲੌਜਿਕ ਰੀਜ਼ਨਿੰਗ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਸੈਂਸੀਬਲ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਨੌਨਸੈਂਸ ਪ੍ਰੂਵ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੂੰ। ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਇਆ ਫੇਰ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੰਨਣਾ, ਉਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਬਲੀਵ ਵਾਲਾ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ ਸਾਡਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਬੇਸ ਹੀ ਦੋ ਨੇਗੇ, ਰੈਸ਼ਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਲੌਜਿਕ ਰੀਜ਼ਨਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਸੈਂਸੀਬਿਲਿਟੀ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਪੂਰੀ ਉਤਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸਨੈਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੂਵ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾ ਦਿਓ, ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਦਾਂਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਪਰ ਫੇਰ ਐ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀ ਐਡੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਮਿਸਟਰੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰਿਜ਼ੋਲਵ ਕਰਾਉਣੀ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰਾਉਣੀ ਆ, ਤੇ ਫੇਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਘਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੁੜਨ ਦੇਣਾ। ਇਹ ਏਦਾਂ ਆ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾ CIA ਦੀ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਹੈ ਜੁਆਇਨ, ਤੇ ਇਹ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭੱਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਜੌਬ ਤੋਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੇ ਭੇਤ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ, ਜਾਂ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਨੁਕਸ ਕੱਢੋ, ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਰਹੋਗੇ ਇੱਥੇ।